Okay, now let's get started with factorization. Well, when you're talking about factorization, factorization is just the opposite of expanding. When you've been given an expression you want to factorize, for example, say you've got 4x minus 2. If you want to factorize out this one, you are looking for the number that is common, or the letter or the term that is common that can go into this and into this without a remainder. So you can see that a 2 is common here. So I'm going to say 2 open brackets. If we remove a 2 from 4, we are going to remain with a 2. Remember there is also an x, so we remain with a 2x minus, if we remove a 2 from here, we're going to remain with a 1. This is factorizing. Now going back from here to here, this is what we call expanding. As we were doing on simplifying, that's expanding. And then coming like this is factorizing. So some operations require you to expand, to factorize completely. Others just require you to factorize like that. Okay, so let's start. Factorize the following completely, and the first one we are going to have is, let's say we've been given 2xy minus 4x. You want to factorize out this one, and you want to do it completely. So we're going to get 2xy minus 4x. Okay, so we're going to look for what is common between these. So what can you see? What is common between 2xy and negative 4x? What can we factorize out? Okay, 2 apart from 2. So you can see there is an x here, there is also an x here. So we are going to factorize 2x. If you remove 2x from here, only y is going to remain. And if you factorize out x, so that means this x is going to be gone. We are just remaining with a negative 4 here. But remember, we've also factorized out 2 into 4. That is going to give us a 2. So only a 2 is going to remain here. So in this case, we have factorized completely for this one. Is it making sense? Okay. So if there's a question you can ask. Yes. Mhm. Okay. So what you want to look for is, what first you look at the numbers. You look at the numbers. What number can go into 2 and into 4 without leaving a remainder? That is 2, right? Yes. And then look at the letters. What number can go into xy and into x? Or what letter can go into xy and into x? It's x, right? So those are the ones we're going to remove. The first one we found was 2, and then we have found x. So we're going to factorize those. And then if we remove 2x, we are going to remain with y here. This is the y that has remained. And then on the other one, if you remove x, yes, the x is here. And then you say 2 into 4, that will give you a 2. Good. So imagine, let's say we've got another question. They ask us to simplify completely, and we have got, let's say, 2xy minus, let's say, 4x, and then plus, let's say, 9. Okay, 9x minus 3xy. Okay, so the question is, how are we going to work this one out if we have got a question like this? Okay, we put a negative here and a positive here. Okay, we see the way the question has been given. The question asks us to factorize completely. So what we are going to do, first write this the same way it has been given: 2xy minus 4x. And then you can see for the first one we are given with what has got xy. So I'm also going to first write this one that has got xy. So I'm going to write 3xy, and then I'm going to write negative 9x. Okay, like that. The next thing that I'm going to do, you are going to take them 2 by 2. You have got a 4 of them, so we're going to get the first 2 and then the last 2. So on the first 2, look at the numbers. What number can go into 2 and into 4 without a remainder? What number?
2.
It's a 2. What are the letters? What letter is common between x, y, and x?
X.
It's x. So we're going to remove x. So what we are going to remain with here, this one has gone. We'll just remain with a y. Here, we'll just remain with a 2. And then also on the last 2, what number can go into 3 and into 9 without a remainder?
3.
It's a 3, yeah? Yeah, so 3x, good. And then we are going to remain with what? Y minus, yes, here, minus a 3. Okay, now because it's giving 3, yes. Let me use 6 here. You can change, put a 6 there. Even here, 6. So what is going to remain here? If we remove, remember we've got 3x, so we have removed x, even x, and then we are saying 3 into 6. What are we going to get? 3 into 6?
2.
It's a 2. Okay, like this. So remember the question is factorized completely. So when you do this, you can see that this one and this one, they are the same. So what you are going to do is you are going to get this one which is outside here and this one which is outside here. You put them together. So this is going to be 2x plus 3x, like that. And then I'll just write this because they are the same. So just write 1 minus 2. So if you do this, you are factorized completely. Is that good?
So
Yes.
after you put 2x plus 3x, right?
hmm
Then you have to check it
Okay.
process.
Okay, good, good. Okay, let's say we've been given another one. Let me remove this. Let's say we've got another question, and then the question is we've been given x, let's say minus 2. Let me use another letter instead of just x. A minus 2 ab. Okay, let me not say that. A minus, let's say, 2y plus, let's say, 4x minus, okay, 4xy. Let me say 4ab. We can say minus okay, minus 8xy. So this is the question that we've been given. We want to factorize completely. Okay, want to factorize it out completely. So the question is, how can you work it out? The first thing, I'm going to get a minus 2y plus 4ab and then minus 8xy. So what you are going to do is, you can see this has got an a, this one has got an a, this one has y, this one has got also y. So put more like those which contain something that is common together. So I'm going to write a, and then I'm going to get this one plus 4ab, and then I'm going to write negative 2y, and then I'm going to write this one also negative 8xy. When we do this, so what can you see? What is common? You are going to take them two, this one like this, also this one like this. So what is common between this one and this one? What can you see? What can you see is common? It's a, right? Yes. Okay, good. So this is going to give us, we are going to get a. What is going to remain here? Now, just before I even finish it, I just want to put something. I- Instead of this one being x, okay, if instead of this one being x, the way I've put it, put a b there, please. Let's put a b so that it is going to work out. Okay, so when you are looking at this one, see, this one has got only a, this one has 2y, this one has ab, this one has by. So when you are getting them, you want to see how you are going to pair them. You are going to look at the common letter. So if you want, you can take this one. Let me now start, since I've changed something, so that you see clearly what is going to happen. Since I've used the b, let me put it properly. Okay, by. So we are saying we're going to write this as a minus 2y plus 4ab minus 8by. So it is your choice. Just get any two as long as there is a something that is common. If you want, you can get this one because there is a. Get with this one because there is also a. And then you are going to pair up this one also with this one. Why? Because here there is y. Also here there is a y. If you want, you can pair up because 4 can go into 4 and 4 can go into 8. You can pair them up like that. So it doesn't matter. It depends with you. The answer is going to be the same. So in this case, I'm going to get what has got a together with that what has got a, like that. And then I'm going to now get negative 2y minus 8by. So we're going to factorize them 2 like this. So the first two, we are going to remove a because it's common. Then what is going to remain here? What is going to remain here if we remove a? We're going to factorize out a first. Say 1, huh? Okay, you see, if we have got a here, so if we remove a, we are going to remain with a 1. This is the one which you see here. And then we are going to have plus. Here you have got a also. If you remove a, this is the a that you can see here. So we are just going to remain with it 4b. Okay, and then look at this other one. So look at what is common. The first thing that is common, you have got negative 2. Even negative 2 can go here also. So we are going to remove negative 2. Yes, good. Negative 2, and also y is common. Okay? Yes. Okay. So you see, we've removed negative 2y here. What is going to remain? We've removed negative 2. What is going to remain? It's a 1, is it? Okay, first one. Okay, all right. All right. So I'm going to write it like this. This one, which is here, negative 2y minus 8by. So remember, we have removed negative 2y. Okay. Remember, we have removed negative 2y. So it's more like this negative 2y is going to divide these two. So negative 2y into negative 2y, you are going to remain with a 1. And then this negative and this negative, they'll make a positive. This y and this y, they'll cancel. And then 2 into 8, that is going to remain positive 4. And then you've got b. Have you gotten that?
That's clear.
Okay, good. And then you can see that this one and this one, they are the same. So now you need to get those which are outside this one and this one, you put them together. So this is going to be a minus 2y and then 1 plus 4b. So here you are factorized completely. Okay, Chich, is it okay?
Yes.
Okay, good.